fellow Jewish Americans and Israeli Americans. We stand here today united by a deep love for Israel and a profound concern for its future. We are bound by the vision of the homeland that is both Jewish and democratic, a beacon of hope and justice in the world, but today the vision is under a threat. Think of the moment about the precious lives held captive in Gaza. We yearn for their safe return, from them to be reunited with their families. Yet, we are told that the path for their freedom lies in more military action. Busha!
Busha! Busha! Busha!
But let us be clear. Bombing Gaza will not bring them home. These are our brothers and sisters, scattered and hidden. Their lives are hanging on thread. We were told virtually by every security expert on the 8th of October that their release must come before further military engagement to dismantle Hamas. Instead, 533 days later, we still have 59 hostages in captivity, and we have seen 41 hostages killed or murdered in Gaza due to military pressure. There was a path to bring them all home in an agreement within reach, but it was halted and broken. Trump's negotiator, Witkoff, not a far-left activist, said that it is possible to reach a deal with Hamas and that the hostages' return is less of a priority to Netanyahu than for the Israeli public. Busha!
Busha! Busha! Busha!
We must demand that lives of our hostages are absolute priority and that every effort is made to secure their release now before the precious time and life are lost. Beyond the immediate crisis of the hostages, the very foundation of the Israeli democracy is being shaken. For generations, Israel has prided itself on being a nation governed by the rule of law. But we are witnessing a systemic dismantling of the checks and balances that protect our freedom. We are seeing a planned dismissal of the head of the Shin Bet under the cloud of the Qatar Gate. The Shin Bet investigation of payments from Qatar to the Prime Minister office officials, firing the investigators and appointing an ally to squash the investigation. Busha! The assault on the while disregarding the legal counsel and on the Supreme Court that stand in the way. That plan our present attempt to escape any accountability to the rule of law and remove remaining checks and balances. The assault of the democracy strikes at the heart of the Zionist project. The dream of our founders was not just for a Jewish state, but for a Jewish and democratic state, rooted in the highest ideals of justice and equality. The authoritarian capture of all government institutions that is being attempted now will usher in less liberal, potentially theocratic regime, one that will target many of its own citizens and alienate the international community. We must stand firm in our commitment to the values. Criticizing the policies undermine these values is not a betrayal. It is the highest form of patriotism. We are fighting to save the soul of Israel. And let us not forget the crucial role of the Jewish diaspora, particularly here in the United States. The strength of Israel, the strength of the Jewish community worldwide are intertwined. A radicalized, undemocratic Israel will have a profound and negative consequences for Jewish around the globe. We cannot stand idly while the country we love veers down precious path. The time for complacency is over. We must stand in solidarity with the hundreds of thousands of Israelis who have taken to the streets to defend their democracy and our democracy. We must support organizations working to uphold the rule of law. Every action, no matter how small, makes a difference. Let us join together, Jewish and Israeli Americans, unite in our love for Israel and our unwavering commitment to its future as a vibrant, secure, Jewish and democratic state seeking for peace. We will not let the precious dream of being extinguished. We will fight for it with every fiber of our being. Thank you.